Hey everyone, welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
Jaime Fuego here.
I'm Marcia Fuego.
And we're here to do a review, a patron-requested review of The Shining, the original Kubrick Shining.
Yes.
SK requested it. We just did a commentary. I am ready to go to sleep for the night. This is what it did to me, guys. This was a tough sit this time. I was never a huge fan of this movie. Every time I've watched it, it's been like to try and appreciate it on a different level. And every time it's just so slow and so plodding, and the acting from everyone. Actually, no, the acting from Shelley Duvall is so rough. Mm-hmm. At times, she's okay at the end, but she's still like she's plateaued at this crazy level that's not quite a scream, but just this hysterical sort of reactions. And man, just overall, I am not a fan of this movie.
Yeah, it's a very conflictive one for me, for the fact that I enjoyed and appreciated what it was going for when I initially watched it, and then very similar to what Marcia said, when you read the book, totally different perspective. So while I will give it credit from a stylistic standpoint, beyond that, I don't know. I have a lot of issues with this movie. I really do, and I don't find it that enjoyable. But I can understand why it's iconic in some people's heads. So yeah, Marcia.
Yeah. So I have flip-flopped on this movie as I've grown. Like the first time I watched it, it was scary and enticing, and it's like a really great ghost story in a creepy motel. I loved it. And then I read, similar to Jaime, I read the book, and it was way better, way better, and it blew me out of the water. And I rewatched the movie after reading the book, and it's just so hard to watch it. Even it's been like 10 years since I've read the book, and I still have a hard time watching it. There's still moments that I can appreciate, but overall, it's just to reiterate it. I mean, it's slow. The story isn't as compelling. I think that's what makes it feel even more slow. Mm-hmm. And the act. Besides Jack Nicholson, the acting and the kid's okay for some parts, but it's just not enough. Not enough.
Yeah, and if we're gonna jump in the story, I don't feel like a lot of it is as defined and like you understand as much of, like family back history and what's really going on. So.
Or the hotel history, just like in the book when you learn all the different...
I didn't even notice that before. Did you see the helicopter shadow in the shot?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Watch at the bottom right when this shot starts. The movie replayed while we're doing this.
Oh, that's funny.
Oops.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the story, you guys know the story. Jack is meant to be the caretaker of the Overlook Hotel for the winter.
He's
takes
always
his family and goes crazy. And The Simpsons did it better.
Damn sense that.
But the story it doesn't need to. This story does not necessitate a 2.5 hour telling.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination. I don't even think it needed a 4 hour telling in the TV version, even though I like that one better.
Well, with the omissions, it definitely doesn't warrant 2.5 hours.
No,
because there's a
absolutely
ton that is taken out of this novel as far as, preceding backstory stuff and then additional things family dynamic wise at the hotel.
Because we don't even get to anything until an hour and a half into it before we see the lady and stuff. And it's like, if the movie were an hour and a half, that happens at 40 minutes, and it's way better. And then we get the last scene in the denouement, and it's
I think it would have been a lot cooler if they got to the hotel a lot faster, and you don't get the backstory of the hotel revealed to you right away, and have him learn it through the newspaper clippings, and really focus on the descent of madness, not just like visually see him descending into madness, like it just happens. You don't really get explanation. I think if they actually let you experience that with him, it would be so much better and more interesting to watch. But
yeah, at this point, you're left to just kind of, okay, he's descending into madness, and beyond that, what else is really
don't know
transpiring
why.
here? Why? What's the motivation? And he's crazy. You don't need any further explanation, but they give so much more in the book. And yeah, I don't want to be that guy. He's like, the book is better, but
it is. I just think I think they tell you if they could just, they don't have to do everything, but if they could just pull from the source material to really capture him and through his ascent to madness, and instead of just seeing just the facial expressions of him going crazy, it would just make it a more interesting story.
Horror movie addict coming up here. So what, performance-wise, man? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I liked Jack. The kid was okay. Scott Van Crothers is good. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Shelley Duvall. I mean, there's no real gore effects except for the one axe wound, and that's, so fleeting, it doesn't even matter. There's
all the scenes
the makeup
of gore
effect,
are just like quick flash.
Yeah, well, there's the makeup effect on the old woman, this sort of slimy...
That was really good. It's still, I think that still
booty.
looks
yeah,
good.
That still looks good, but I don't know, man. It's not enough. It's just not enough to warrant the movie, and especially after nowadays when horror movies are like chock full of things to keep your attention. This is just, it's so hard for me to do. And the one thing that stands out, because it's the one thing that has the opportunity to stand out, is the music.
Right.
You have nothing to do but focus on the music in so much of this movie, that I do like the music because it's the only thing happening most of the time.
Yeah.
No, and there's other points where there is like nothing else going on. So yeah,
I would say that the one thing I learned to appreciate this time around, like you said, is the music. Like, I think we found ourselves commenting on the music more than we did anything else on this whole journey.
In those slow plotting scenes.
Yeah, which is, it's interesting to me because I don't think I've ever focused on that before. So that is good.
I dig about doing like the headphones. You really just get the full span of how everything is mixed and panned, and
I gotta say, after watching this, I'm a bigger fan of the Ready Player One Shining. Because that's how long this movie should have been.
Oh man! And you know what's so funny
6 minutes.
is I was talking with somebody on Hail to Stephen King, and they were like, "I can't wait to read Ready Player One and have that Shining scene." The Shining scene.
No, it's not in there.
So,
it's not in there.
kinda
Sorry.
fun. Sorry, Andrew.
It's a good book though. You should still do it. Do the Audible one. It's good.
Ah, damn. Artemis and
Will Wheaton.
I can't remember the name of the guy. But
Parzival.
Yes,
Yeah.
Artemis and Parzival.
Well, guys,
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyways, we're talking about
The
anything
Shining?
but this.
Yeah.
So.
Any final thoughts on it?
It's a well-made movie. I will give it that. I will never take that away from it. But it does not fill me with the unnerving feeling that so many people credit this film for. So, it's just
Dude, of the King adaptations, this is one of the least scary to me.
Overrated, man.
Hugely overrated.
Insanely overrated.
Oh my god. And people are gonna tear into us for that. But
Sorry, give me Pet Sematary any day over this. I think Pet Sematary is way more unsettling and unnerving than this.
Oh, the book. Oh, are you talking about book-wise?
I'm talking
movie. I'm talking about movie
wise.
adaptations. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take. God, I don't know. I'll definitely take the 2017 It over this. I might take the 90 It over this. Just as far as stuff happening and holding my attention and characters that engage me.
Yeah, I would still take this over like Cujo and Christine and stuff. But I mean,
Yeah, I haven't watched those enough to remember. I might take Maximum Overdrive over this though.
Oh, Maximum Overdrive is amazing.
That is
the
fun.
sheer bat shit craziness.
I
of it,
love
Yeah.
Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, that movie's so stupid.
I don't have any other
great.
final shots. I think we're.
Yeah, all right. We're dragging it out. So.
Sorry, y'all.
All right. Well, thanks again for SK for suggesting it. Not all of them are going to be ones that we absolutely love. We got to do Monster Squad last week, so. And we do have to do Scream coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh, I wish we were doing Scream too.
We do have All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. That's been up for a week on our Patreon, and not one person has watched it yet.
Oh man.
Not even the person that requested it has watched it yet. So, not really sure what's up with that one. People aren't interested, but that's all right. Hey, we're doing what they requested.
I watched
Doesn't always
it.
work out well. Yeah, I know. We watched it. That one's not another. That's another not so great one. But
Yeah, that was Scuba Steve, right?
yeah, Scuba Steve requested that one. So.
Scuba Steve.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again to SK. Thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes,
you know,
we do.
I'm sure. I'm actually excited to get into Mikey Tromatrash's suggestions because he's got some like older.
Dude, Mike
like,
is
80s
my
stuff. I'm
favorite
excited.
poster on Hail to Stephen King because he is the most ridiculous about his like just nasty memes of funniness. And
Well,
things.
yeah. See, I'm excited to watch his movies because it's like School Days and things I've never seen before from the 80s. So.
Yeah, shout out to the UK, bro.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Cecil Laird.
Gracias up and Jaime Fuego.
Marcia Fuego.
And remember,
Stay
stay scared.